Donald Trump was detained on Thursday night in Georgia's Fulton County Jail on suspicion of attempting to rig the 2020 presidential election. This is the fourth criminal case he is dealing with while running for president the next year. Trump is one of 19 defendants named in the indictment that claims a criminal group attempted to rig the election by engaging in racketeering. According to local authorities, Trump would be handled similarly to any other defendant. In contrast to his three earlier instances in New York, Florida, and Washington, D.C., where he was processed at a courthouse during the same trip when he entered a formal plea to charges, this procedure, which involved authorities obtaining fingerprints and a photograph. Due to his notoriety, his photograph wasn't requested at earlier engagements. Before returning to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport for his flight back to Bedminster, New Jersey, Trump spent around 20 minutes at the jail. Trump will likely be charged in Georgia during the week of September 5. Former U.S. President Donald Trump is shown in this handout from the Fulton County Sheriff's Office, posing for his booking photo at the Fulton County Jail on August 24, 2023 in Atlanta, Georgia. Trump was arrested on 13 counts allegedly linked to a plot to rig the Georgia 2020 presidential election. Trump and 18 other people charged with felonies have been told to report to the Fulton County Jail by August 25. Have they detained Trump? Yes, Donald Trump was taken into custody at the Fulton County Jail after arriving there at around 7:30 p.m. Even if they voluntarily surrender, all defendants in such circumstances are technically arrested throughout the booking process. Federal authorities charged the former president with attempting to rig the 2020 election, and he was also detained earlier this month. Trump entered a not guilty plea to the serious accusations. At the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta on August 24, 2023, after turning himself in to authorities, President Donald Trump offers a thumbs up before leaving. Former President Donald Trump and 18 other defendants were charged with 41 counts of interference with the 2020 election by a grand jury in Fulton County, Georgia. Trump leaves the Fulton County Detention Center and travels to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. At the Fulton County Jail, Donald Trump underwent processing where authorities took his picture and fingerprints. Compared to some of his co-defendants, he went through the procedure far more quickly, spending only 20 minutes in jail. Trump planned to return to his golf club in Bedminster, New Jersey, right away. Both fans and detractors of Trump swarm the Fulton County Jail. Before his surrender on Thursday, supporters and opponents of Donald Trump gathered for hours outside the Fulton County Jail. Although there seemed to be significantly more supporters than opponents, everyone was carrying signs or dressed creatively to support or insult the former president. In the stifling Georgia heat, people clashed with one another about the 91 criminal charges the president is facing. However, most of these heated exchanges ended without incident as sheriff's deputies diffused many of the heated yelling confrontations. High-profile politicians spoke in the meanwhile, including Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene and former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. Why was Donald Trump detained in Georgia? In connection with claims that he attempted to steal the 2020 election from President Joe Biden, Donald Trump has been charged twice this year, once in Georgia and once at the federal level. A federal grand jury indicted Trump earlier this month for a number of election-related allegations, including his alleged involvement in the events leading up to the January 6, 2021 uprising. A grand jury in Georgia indicted Trump and 18 of his associates last week for specific activities they did in the state. Rapper Gunna was defended by Trump attorney Stephen Sadow in a RICO case. Rapper Gunna was previously represented by Donald Trump's attorney, Stephen Sadow, in a different racketeer-influenced and corrupt organizations, or RICO, Act case. Donald Trump was accused of violating the state's RICO Act, which has previously been used to bust gangs and drug organizations, by Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. It enables a prosecutor to accuse racketeering in place of several other alleged offenses.